Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. I know these videos are coming out real late, as usual. I could have done these a lot sooner, but frankly, I just didn't care because, one, I'm literally going to be graduating college in like 13 and a half hours, and two, just looking at the weekend, can you blame me for not having the drive to make these videos? But I have to make these videos anyway because both movies that are being released this weekend are wide releases, so nothing I can do about that. So, okay, today we're talking about Father Stu, and you're probably wondering, wait a minute, Malik, didn't you cover this already? Yes, I have, but this is a different version. This has the title of Father Stu Reborn, and it is a PG-13 cut of this movie. The original cut was R-rated. This version is PG-13. And normally I'd rather not do re-releases, especially of movies I've literally already talked about, but I only do re-releases, I only cover them if I feel it's worth talking about. Like say with the Spider-Man No Way Home re-release, which added a bunch of more content. That felt justified of me talking about it. And even Avatar, that was like a brand new version of the movie. I never talked about it before. So like that was justified too. Top Gun Maverick was not justified because that was literally just the same movie, so there's literally no point talking about that again. But this is different, so that's why I'm talking about it again. So as you, but if you want to watch my original prediction video on this, my original points, because I'm not about to repeat them here, um, go ahead. You can do that. But as usual, we're gonna go over the pros and cons. So let's get to it. Pros. Uh, I mean, this weekend is quite dead, to say the least. I mean, the box office has been pretty dead. Like after Wakanda Forever came out, it's just been a slow death. Actually, not even a slow death, a quick death. Actually, I mean, nothing has been has really done that well. I mean, the closest we've gotten is like what? Um, shoot, there was Violent Night last weekend, which did pretty good, all things considered, and the Menu, which is done all right, and then you had like the special limited releases of like The Chosen and Knives Out 2, Glass Onion, but everything else has been a bomb. It's either a bomb or is old. So this could give Father Stu Reborn a chance to do something. So lack of competition, at least for this weekend, that's a pro in my eyes. Another pro is what's the I forgot if this movie was well received or not. I think it was. I have not thought about this movie since I covered it all the way back in April, so I couldn't tell you. But I'm about to check it now off screen. This should not take long. Uh Gotta go to Rotten Tomatoes. Search. Okay. Father Stu. Okay. What was its scores? Okay, it got like a 42% from critics, eek, but it had a 95% from audiences. So this is one of those audiences like it better than critics do type movies. So the people who did watch it, as few as there were, they did like it. So that's a good thing, I guess. So the movie had a decent word of mouth, kinda. I mean, it had decent legs considering it had such a low opening. But yeah, I guess that's a pro. Audience liked it. I'm struggling if you couldn't tell. Um, I guess another pro is that I think I mentioned in my original video that I felt like the R rating for a movie like this is kind of a mistake because this is like a Christian flick, faith-based flick, and faith-based flicks can draw in that family crowd, An R rating will do the polar opposite. It will draw them away. So a PG-13 version of this could bring in some of that family audience back, because what else are they going to watch this weekend? What? They they bailed on Strange World. Wakanda Forever is literally a month old. They have no options. Well, I guess there's Avatar 2. And then the real option will be Puss in Boots 2. But that's not till next, like, 2 weeks from now, 2-ish weeks from now. So, yeah, like, families literally have, like, no options available. So, that could be a minor pro, though. That's it. Okay, cons. The fact that they're re-releasing a movie that wasn't even that successful in the first place seems like a dumb choice. Like, if you're going to re-release a movie, it should be a movie that made a lot of money, that was widely seen by the masses, like Avatar and No Way Home, or even Top Gun Maverick getting a little re-release. Like, those you can kind of understand why they'd want to do it, because those movies were stupid successful. But this wasn't even all that successful. I mean, apparently it only cost like $4 million. That's literally the only thing that's saving this from being a bomb. But even still, like 20 million domestic is weak. Weak. Absolutely weak, in my humble opinion. Especially for like a, considering this came out like on Easter. That's prime time for faith-based movies. And it couldn't even succeed that weekend. So just this whole re-release just seems dumb in my eyes. It's about as nonsensical as the Morbius re-release, in my humble opinion. But yeah, yeah, I think this the idea of this of all movies is getting re-released. It feels like a dumb choice. So I'm just gonna label it as a con. This being re-released just feels dumb. Another con is that re-releases, they don't always go great. Okay, they don't always go well. Like, they can be straight disasters. I mean, we've had successful re-releases in the past. I mean, mainly the 3D re-releases we had like a decade ago, like Lion King, Titanic. What else was there? Beauty and the Beast. I think that went well. Yeah, just like from back then. But you also have. I have to find it though. This is gonna take a while. This might take a little minute, but Passion, Passion, Passion of the Christ. Where are you? Passion. There we go. Passion of the Christ, the biggest Christian movie of all time. It's probably gonna stay that way, because what movie's gonna top it? Realistically, thing made like $370 million. But Passion of the Christ came out 2004. Mega, 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 mega smash. Got a re-release in 2005. I believe it was called. Does it say it here? No, it doesn't. I thought it had like a different name, but it was re-released in 2005. See, this re-release makes sense because Passion of the Christ was such a big phenomenon back in '04. So we're releasing it to make a little bit more cash. Makes sense. Guess what? The re-release was a disaster. It opened like 957 theaters, and it opened to 223,000 that weekend. And it opened at number 28. Like, god damn. That is horrendous by all accounts. So, yeah, the fact that a Passion of the Christ re-release can fail that hard is proof positive that not all re-releases do well. Like, even like Top Gun Maverick, which came out, it got re-released like last week. I gotta find it though. That didn't go too great either. Where is it? There it is. It only made like 676,000, like nearly 2,000 theaters. So again, re-releases, they don't always go great. They don't, like, it's very much like a case by case basis. But if you re-release a movie, it's not guaranteed to do well. Okay, so I'm just gonna label that as a con. Just The fact re-releases can be iffy, be very iffy when it comes to success. Another con is that just faith-based movies in general can be very iffy when it comes to success. I mean, obviously, you have Passion of the Christ, but you also have like other ones I can think of. God's Not Dead, Heaven is for Real, Miracles from Heaven, just to name a few off the top of my head. I Can Only Imagine, that's another one. Those were hits, but not all faith-based movies can be hits. There's so many flops. Like Running the Bases, that was a big flop. Family Camp, same thing. Show Me the Father, that was a bomb that I covered. I don't count. I still believe that movie was screwed hard because of COVID, so it gets a pass. Oh, I didn't even mention Overcomer was a hit. Breakthrough was a hit. Unplanned kind of was a hit. Kind of. But yeah, like it's very iffy. Like you never know what faith-based movie is gonna do well because not all of them do well. In fact, a majority of them don't do well. So yeah, that's still definitely a con here. And I guess another con is that everyone is just gonna stay home and just everyone's probably stayed home, since Black Panther 2 came out. Like after that movie came out, everyone was like, all right, time to wait it out until Avatar 2 comes out and just skip all other movies. And I imagine no one's going to want to go to the theater this weekend. Everyone's probably going to save their money, especially since they're probably going to watch this movie in 3D to see Avatar The Way of Water in 3D. Because James Cameron wants us all to watch it with those glasses. But yeah, that's going to be the big movie. So this weekend is considered the calm before the storm. So pretty much everyone's going to sit this weekend out and just wait till Avatar 2 comes out. So this movie's going to be screwed because of that. So that's a con. And that's it. So opening weekend, I mean, no chance in hell this is going to reach that $5 million, which is even like a high benchmark. I don't even think it's going to open to $1 million. I'd be shocked if it did. I'm going to say it's going to open between 500,000 and $1 million, probably on the low end of that, but 500,000 to $1 million, and its total 2 million. I can't imagine this is going to be a long release, but I don't even know how long this release is going to go on for. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to say less than $2 million. And yeah, that's it. So we got one more movie to talk about this weekend. A new movie, actually. Spoiler alert. And then that'll be it for the weekend. Yay. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this. You go on the playlist, of all other movies I talked about this year. Want to watch my original prediction video for Father Stu? Go right ahead. You'll find it in that playlist. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I think I covered Father Stu twice. The first time was with the first release of the movie, and the second time was with the second release of the movie. I forgot which episode that was. I think that was 164. That was the second time. I think. I'm gonna check. Yes. Second time. That was 164, where I talked about Father Stu Reborn. And for the first time, that was episode 110. So if you want to watch those two episodes, go right ahead. There's like 169 episodes now. So if you want to watch any of them, go right ahead. Binge it all from beginning to now. I highly encourage it. Go do it. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. December recap will come out for probably the first week of January, so stay tuned for that. But and if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I've done on the channel, go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.